One video, 15 shorts, all posted automatically, no editor, no agency, no coding background, just me, Claude, and a system I built from scratch. Here's the full pipeline. So as you see here, I've got my Google Sheet. I've got one set up. This is a new account for myself. In this Google Sheet that I put together between the help of Claude and myself, of course, we've got the content calendar. This has not been months in the making or weeks. This was one day of work. And essentially, I wanted to put something together as I went on the day-to-day, and I had ideas coming up when it came for content that I went ahead and say it to Claude as I'm working, like, hey, add this to the content calendar, or add these ideas so I can go ahead and then create shorts or long form pieces of content. And then I start thinking in the background, like, I keep on telling all these things to the system. Do I know if it's getting stored somewhere? So I wanted something like a physical dashboard in which I could see that everything was getting stored and I could look at later, so I can go ahead and film, and then I could summon it upon request with Claude when I start to do these videos. So for example, I put together the full content calendar, right? Things with the title and the topic, what is going to be recorded, the type, if it's scripted, it's already raw, like the ideas are just there but they need some fixing, what exactly it's going to be for, AI for business owners, the journey, where I'm going to be posting it, the current status, right? Is it scripted, is it queued, is it drafted? And all these specific tabs you see here, I didn't have to come up with myself, of course. In between back and forth with Claude, we put these together as the most relevant ones. And then I have the XQ, right? Since I'm posting on X as well, the main channels I'm currently posting on is YouTube for YouTube Shorts, YouTube long form, and X. Those are the main posts. So I'm like, all right, let me build something as well that is fully automated as far as my X posts and my YouTube posts, just so I don't have to be on there typing every single one, putting hashtags together, and all the ins and outs. If you've ever posted content and are like, man, this is a headache and a half, and you want to go out and hire an agency, this is your solution. So as you see here, it says posted within the last 2 days, right? It says what screen is already posted. It'll show me the URL, what time it was posted, if it has an image or a video, because I want my content to have something graphical in it. And then what's currently pending, and I have currently in the works, right? What's going to be moving. So with that being said, I have all these pending, and I'm not going to go in and post them myself. I have the system running on the back end that has it every hour and a half to 2 hours is going to be posting for me without me having to click an extra button. So the system does that on its own. So to walk you through, we've got the YouTube queue as well. So these are 15 shorts, the ones that I mentioned earlier, that were all posted. They're all live, at what time they were posted, if they're currently queued, the links, the previews, all of the above is already in there. And as I continue to grow my channel and I continue to post more, this will continue to update on its own based off the system that I put together there. And then lastly, a very minimal dashboard, something as far as like content library, the minimal numbers, and just a place for me to track overall targets. So let me walk you through the step-by-step on how I did it. Right, first I started with my long form content. I went over to Descript. As you see here, I've got one project. It's the long form that I made. On Descript, I did the day 0, the origin story, and you see there are no captions. I'll walk you through that in a little bit. But if I go and click in, you'll see here's the video. Right, once the video is uploaded already here, because this is where I initially filmed from, so I used Descript to film myself. I'm currently using it right now to do the screen filming, and it's automatically on here. Once I use it, it's gonna upload it into here, and I'm gonna come in and then I add the captions, and then I chose specifically to do the pop line. So where is pop line here? Bold. I'm sorry about that. So it was bold. So bold, yellow, highlight. Bold, yellow, highlight is what I chose. So you'll most likely see it on this video as well, since I'm going to be using it. And then I did the Underlord. So if you click on Underlord, it's like their AI working for the edits. I did remove filler words, and then I let that run. And then once I had all that set up, I exported the video. You can either export directly to YouTube, or myself, I like just keeping the video, so I'll do a local export, and then I'll do two. right? So the rule of thumb is I do one with the captions, and then I go in, I do one without the captions, right? The reason I do without the captions is for the next step, right? The next program that we use in order to make these into shorts and not have to go in myself, find what's good, cut it out, extract it, and have to do the whole 9 yards, right? So once I have those, I have them on my desktop saved, I head over to Opus Clip. So clip.opus.pro, this is my account here, and as you see, you've got my origin story, the one with no captions. And initially what I did was long to shorts, right? That is the thing I'm using it for. And then I put upload, and then I uploaded the video onto it. Once it's done doing its whole thing that it uploads, it'll give you options like what you want it to split up for you in the videos, what do you want it to target, and things like that. So what I got from it, I click here, you'll see all 15 shorts are created here, and it'll tell you their virality score. It'll ask you to download it if you want to put everything to your desktop, and then, which is what I did, to set up the full system where it uploads it directly. But you can download directly. It could ask you if you want to post to desired platforms. I choose not to do it directly from like the third party. I'd rather do it directly from my platform for reasons on the back end when it comes to like YouTube and other platforms that they possibly look at that, right? So I went ahead and downloaded each and every one of them. Once they were downloaded, the job was almost done. So I go here, and you see I've got my first video up. I went and I did the thumbnail, actually, which I will show you. The thumbnail, I did it through vidIQ. So vidIQ, there's a couple different places obviously that you can go and try your thumbnails out, but this is the one that I used first. Is this the first one I tried? Yeah, so this is the first one it gave me for my last video. I think it was a bit too AI, no pun intended, no funny stuff, but I didn't like how the face came out because it didn't look so like me. So what I did was I went ahead and inputted a picture of myself that I had a headshot, and I had it ask it to rerun it, and so it gave me this one. Right, I think it was pretty cool. It was very quick. I didn't have to go use Canva and set all these things up together myself. So I ran it through there. So that was pretty much the process on how I put that together. So that was done, and if I look at my shorts, you'll see that all of them are posted. Right, so all those videos are posted. And you see I made one mistake there. One of them that had the captions on, so it got double captioned. That's the reason for the no captions. Trial and error. We're here learning at the same time. So we got that, right? As far as like the different programs to use, what I did for my systems, and now I'll show you what it looks like on the terminal side, right? I'm not showing code today. I'm not showing you how to put this together step by step. I'm just showing you the different programs, but I'll show you what it looks like what I built for the clients and what the output looks like. So if I go to the terminal, let me move myself over to the right, and I paste in for the check here, you'll see I have a full breakdown of, here's my YouTube thumbnail, what the breakdown is when it comes to the Google Sheets API. So this is a full queue of what I have running when it comes to every single one of the X posts, right? So this is the queue. This is what I have waiting to get posted. And then if I do my shorts manager for the YouTube shorts, we've got this one. So you'll see here all 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. They posted them in different orders, from firefighter, entrepreneur, unlock AI power. So all the shorts being posted there. So that's the back end of that. And then I'll show you that the back end of the system updating the Google Sheets itself. So if the system goes and updates those sheets based off the ideas I gave it, you'll see the entries, the post, everything live, 74 pieces. And then if I go back to the sheet, I'll see up here, lastly updated at 132, and it's currently 132 March 18th. So it updates directly. So everything gets done as automated as possible to give you as much time to work on the business, not in the business the whole time. Get some time back for yourself, and then really make the most of it, and not spend 2-3 hours editing one short to then post it and be like, oh man, now I got to do another one and another one. Create all these frictionless opportunities for you to grow in the space in which you want. So all the shorts are live, and pretty much, I mean, it was one recording. Out of it, I got 15 shorts, all posted automatically. And if you want to learn more, subscribe to follow along. I'm learning on a day-to-day basis, just like I'm sure you are if you're watching these videos. And I would love to keep growing together. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and then I'll walk you through a little more specific on how I did it. Or if you run into any issues, I can try and guide you through those. And if you come across anything that might be better than what I'm doing, I would love to hear about it and possibly try it for myself. So once again, thank you for your time, and then we'll continue this journey together.